The cast of Moonshiners knows the illegal businesses they operate in the woods of Appalachia are dangerous, but that doesn't stop them from producing quality rye whiskey. Josh Owens is known for going to extreme lengths to make the perfect batch of shine, but that finger injury he sustained in 2016 had nothing to do with moonshining. Could use your prayers. Looks like I lost my pointer finger. We'll know in a few days, he wrote, alongside some graphic photos of his mangled digit. Josh hasn't provided too many details about his injury, but a Facebook friend named Chad Bowes shared with fans that Josh lost his finger after a grinding wheel exploded. More recently, Josh, 40, was seriously injured again following a motorcycle accident. The Discovery Channel star slammed into a wall at 100 miles per hour at a Florida racetrack last March. Josh was in a wreck, but is okay, an update read on Facebook. Broke nose, ribs, collapsed lung, lost the rest of his already amputated finger, but not in immediate danger now. We'll post more info when it becomes available. Please respect his privacy at this time and let him recover in peace. We know his loyal pup Cutie Pie will be right by his side as he heals. Following his crash, Josh revealed he was denied treatment. I was denied care because of health insurance, he told the Charlotte Observer at the time. Ain't no two ways about it. He went on to detail the pain he was experiencing, adding, I've had the most excruciating pain you could shake a stick at. I can't lean my head back without passing out. Shortly after, Josh reassured fans he would keep starring on Moonshiners and would be back to racing. Josh would like to thank everyone for all the help he has received from his fans, the good people in the biker community, the Facebook post read. As soon as he can put his leg over a bike, he is back at it. He is back shining as well, recovering at the beach. On the recent season of Moonshiners, Josh mixed business with pleasure after he came up with a way to build a hidden mobile, still at a biker rally to make and sell his shine. However, we don't think Josh is worried about getting caught. I'm not in jail because it's not evidence for one, that I'm on TV making moonshine, he explained to Motorcycle USA. And for two, I could be doing anything, it could be just water. The cops got a lot bigger fish to fry than somebody just making a little bit of something to sip on when alcohol's in every store and every bar in the countryside. Moonshiner Josh Owens is seemingly prone to injury. A tale of grit, determination, and a bit of bad luck. Josh Owens, the rugged and resilient moonshiner from the popular reality TV series Moonshiners, is no stranger to the harsh, often dangerous life that comes with producing illegal spirits in the Appalachian Mountains. With the show's success, Owens has gained fame as one of the most recognized faces in the moonshining world. However, despite his skill and experience, Owens has also earned a reputation for being prone to injury. His career has been marked by a series of accidents and mishaps, but through it all, Josh has proven time and again that he's not one to back down. A life of risk and reward. Born and raised in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, Josh Owens grew up with moonshining in his blood. The history of the Owens family is deeply entwined with the illegal distilling of alcohol, and Josh was no stranger to the dangers that came with it. The job of a moonshiner is fraught with risks, both from law enforcement and from the hazardous nature of the craft itself. Distilling alcohol requires a variety of heavy, hot equipment and chemicals that can easily go awry if not handled carefully. Add to that the unpredictable terrain of the mountains, and it's no surprise that Owens has found himself in some precarious situations. Despite these challenges, Josh Owens has become one of the most skilled and innovative moonshiners in the business. His creations have garnered respect from both fellow distillers and the broader moonshining community. However, the very nature of his work, cooking alcohol in makeshift stills in remote locations, means that accidents are often just a part of the job description. And Owens, despite his wealth of experience, seems to attract his fair share of injuries along the way. The early years. The first taste of Danger Josh's early years as a moonshiner were marked by the same determination and grit that would define his later career. He learned the trade from his family and quickly became adept at making moonshine in the dense forests of the Appalachian region. But it wasn't long before Owens learned the harsh reality of his chosen profession. In one of his earliest incidents, Josh found himself caught in an explosion caused by a faulty piece of equipment. It was a mistake that could have been catastrophic, but Owens, ever the survivor, managed to escape with only minor burns. The explosion was a wake-up call from pursuing his passion. Instead, it only fueled his resolve to be better, to be safer, and to continue perfecting his craft. The show must go on. Moonshiners and the Hazards of Fame's Josh Owens gained fame through his appearances on Moonshiners. His life became a balancing act between the pursuit of his passion for distilling and the ever-present dangers that came with it. The spotlight, while offering him more recognition and financial rewards, also brought new challenges. Filming for the show often required Owens and his fellow moonshiners to push the limits of safety in the pursuit of exciting footage. While cameras captured the exciting moments of distilling in the wild, they also inadvertently documented the times when Owens found himself in some perilous situations. One particularly memorable incident occurred when Josh was working on a new type of still that he had invented. The apparatus was supposed to be more efficient, but during the filming of an episode, something went wrong. The still malfunctioned, causing a fire to break out. Fortunately, Owens was able to douse the flames quickly, but not without suffering some minor burns to his hands and face. The mishap was just one of many moments that highlighted the risks inherent in his profession. Yet, despite his injuries, Owens maintained a stoic attitude, refusing to let these accidents get in the way of his moonshining ambitions. His tenacity and refusal to be defeated became a hallmark of his character on the show. Fans of Moonshiners were captivated not only by his skills, but also by his ability to shrug off injury after injury, always bouncing back stronger than before. The worst injury, a near-death experience while Owens has been no stranger to bumps and bruises. It wasn't until a more serious incident in 2018 that the dangers of his profession truly hit home. While working on a remote still deep in the Appalachian woods, Owens was involved in an ATV accident that left him critically injured. The ATV he was riding flipped over, throwing Josh violently to the ground. The crash caused significant damage to his leg, resulting in a broken femur, along with other injuries to his back and ribs. The injury was so severe that at one point, it seemed like Owens might never be able to walk again. The incident left fans in shock and disbelief, and many wondered if this might be the end of Josh's moonshining career. But in typical Owens fashion, he didn't let the accident define him. After undergoing extensive surgery and months of physical therapy, Josh made a remarkable recovery. His determination to return to the mountains and continue moonshining was stronger than ever. Owens' recovery was slow, but his resilience was inspiring. He made a full return to Moonshiners, and the show depicted his journey as both a physical and emotional challenge. It was a testament to his grit and his ability to persevere through even the most trying circumstances. The experience also gave Owens a deep appreciation for the safety measures he had once taken for granted and led him to become an advocate for safer moonshining practices, even in the wild, unpredictable world of illegal distilling. The hazards of fame. More close calls. Even after the ATV accident, Josh Owens continued to face close calls. Whether it was a malfunctioning still, a misstep while navigating the rough terrain, or another vehicular mishap, It seemed that the Moonshiner was constantly flirting with danger. Yet with each incident, Owens continued to demonstrate his unshakable resilience. In 2020, during a particularly tense moment in the filming of a Moonshiners episode, Josh was caught in a flash flood while working in the mountains. As the waters quickly rose, Josh and his team had to scramble to secure their equipment and escape the rushing waters. He managed to get to safety, but not without suffering a few cuts and bruises along the way. Once again, fans were left wondering how Owens managed to walk away from yet another close call. For many, it seemed as though Josh Owens was simply born under an unlucky star. However, the truth was that Owens' career had made him increasingly aware of the inherent dangers in moonshining. With each accident, he learned to be more cautious, more prepared, and more aware of the risks around him. And despite all the injuries and setbacks, Owens continued to thrive, finding new ways to innovate while staying true to his craft. Josh Owens today, a legacy of strength and survival. As of 2025, Josh Owens remains one of the most iconic figures in the moonshining world. His face is familiar to millions of viewers around the world, and his story is one of perseverance in the face of adversity. Despite the many injuries and accidents that have punctuated his career, Owens' legacy is defined not by his misfortunes, but by his determination to rise above them. Today, Owens is not only a moonshiner, but also a symbol of survival and strength. His story has